Hey everybody, welcome to the Ape Well. We have an exciting stream ahead of us today. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to Sweep or Sell. This is a show that we do on Mondays, every Monday at noon Central. If you're watching live, thanks for being here, hanging out with us. Definitely play along with us in the chat, and feel free to ask us your questions if they may pop up. We just look through the top 10 OpenSea projects, and us panel of Degens, we give our thoughts on current pricing, what we see on everything, what we can see happening in the future, all that kind of stuff. I'm rambling on. Nothing we say is financial advice, by the way. So yeah, with that out of the way, I'm Paper Ape. Joining me as always are my two co-hosts. First, we got the AR VR mogul himself, Tytropolis. How's it going, Ty?
Hey, GM. It's going pretty well. Happy Monday.
And we also got the Degen King, Kaizen. How's it going, Kaizen?
Hey, GM. Doing great, man. Hey, it's finally tax day for me. So I'm taking care of all the business for Uncle Sam, giving him my 30 to 40% of my short-term capital gains from 2021. So kind of a bittersweet day.
You pushed it to the limit on the days, right?
Yeah.
Isn't today the last day you can file?
Yeah, this is it. So at this moment, I've given everything to my CPA. I'm waiting on him to give it a final review. So the ball's in his court. But yeah, I got to have the check in the mail today.
Nice.
The ball's in his court, huh?
Yeah. I've got the funds on standby for what I think I'm going to pay, but damn, yeah, it's not fun.
At least you can pass a little bit of that stress over to him, not have to deal with it once you got that shit mailed.
Yeah, true. It's good to have somebody. But yeah, man, I'm looking for a Web3 CPA. So anybody out there, hit me up if you know somebody that's good, that understands anything about crypto, because unfortunately my guy knows nothing about crypto. So
yeah, I'm kind of scared about how all this stuff's gonna go down in the future. How hard are they gonna track all this stuff when nobody knows what to do for taxes except for very select few people?
Yeah, I know that all the three of us have all this buttoned up and our taxes are really tight, but yeah, for anybody else, what is it? Coinly is really good, and then Coin Tracker, I think, is the other one.
I love Coin Tracker.
Man, you should check out Coinly too. So I mean, if you plug in all your wallets into that, it'll get you really close. You'll want to manually review it, but it'll get you really, really close.
Solid.
Hell yeah, definitely got to check that out. I just got back to Austin today from I was up in Dallas for a couple of weeks. Y'all know that. But did either of y'all go to ACL? I know, Ty, you were talking about it. I feel like I missed all the traffic from being gone.
No, I sat it out. I didn't go this year. The only thing that looked, Red Hot Chili Peppers is one of my kind of legend bands, and I didn't go out there for that, but there wasn't a whole lot else that I really, really wanted to see.
Did y'all see the Blink 182s coming back? They're doing a reunion, something.
You know what? I did see that. Yeah, that popped across my radar. That's pretty cool.
I got all my friends from back in high school hitting me up hey, we got to go to this.
Where are they going to play? Are they coming through Austin?
I think so. I need to get some confirmation on that. Let's hit up trusty old Google right here.
It sounds like that might be at the new UT. What is that venue called?
Moody Center?
It's Moody?
Yeah, it says they are coming here 2023. Okay, so American Airlines Center in Dallas. That might be the only one in Texas, though. So I guess Austin isn't getting anything. Which actually makes more sense why my high school friends who live in Dallas were hitting me up about it. So, yeah, July 5th, in case anyone's trying to tag along. But anyway, I feel like I missed a lot of the crypto stuff that's been going on this morning and probably the past day or two, just because I've been, away from everything. But I don't know. What did I miss? Is there any drama going on? Any tea?
Man, the biggest kind of news item I saw this morning was several CryptoPunks were selling, and so we'll see them in the top 10. It looks like, but yeah, that's the biggest thing, man. I see a lot of little things pumping, but I've kind of stayed out of the drama. I think people are still going on about the royalties, but I don't know. Is there anything else, Ty?
Yeah, I don't know, Paper, if you saw something specific this morning, maybe that's news, but just seems like royalties and bots, and a couple little projects pumping. I didn't even see that those punks sold. Anything like notable?
Man, it looked like several floor pieces. So people were just, I think there was maybe 4 floor things that sold this morning, and with that high floor price, that'll get you on that OpenSea volume for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
9 sales, 420 ETH volume in the past 24 hours.
Whoa.
That's pretty heavy.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I've just been listening to podcasts on the way driving down here. Some people I listen to and hold their opinions like in a very high esteem think that we're very close to a bottom, and just like markets in general. So I've been trying to like just take in and absorb all the information I've been getting, but haven't had a chance to like make my own opinion on it yet. But yeah,
Man, I don't know if we're close to a bottom, but like in the overall crypto market, you're saying?
I think they're thinking like, I think crypto is like a secondary thing in their eyes, mainly just like the regular stocks might be closer.
Got you. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I do. I mean, even a year ago, I would have really looked at crypto markets separately from the traditional stock market, and I think that's been proven just to be a flawed perspective. And so I think it's unfortunately, as much as I wish that we were something separate, it's all interconnected and interrelated. And yeah, man, if the S&P starts pumping, I think that will flow into Bitcoin and thus everything else that we're in our ecosystem. So I hope they're right, man. I hope they're right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it by any means,
Yeah. Yeah, man. But who the hell knows, right? Like, I think everybody's on standby. Like, I'm not. Yeah, I don't have a real strong take if we're going up or down. But man, we all want it to go up.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like based on our past streams and just like sweep or sell history, Kaizen, whatever you're doing, I'm just gonna follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're killing us right now on these weekly stuff. I think I kind of gave away this week's results, so I'll pull it up here in just a second. But it sounds like there's not too much news. So do y'all want to just get this thing kicked off?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm down.
Hell yeah. Let's. All right. Just
nice
joining
graphic.
us today. Today we're going to be looking through the top 10 NFT projects on OpenSea and choosing whether we would buy them or sell them based on their current prices. It's a game we call Sweep or Sell. And yeah, I have added a little section in for the punishment. We haven't thought of a punishment yet. So if you guys out there in the audience can think of a punishment for whoever gets last place that we can do at the end of stream, let us know, because I'm all for that. But to take a look at last week's results, we got Kaizen in first place, Ty in second place, and myself in last. I will say every single collection we looked at went down, except for I think it was Kitaro World, which was up by like 0.04. So it was impossible for us to get a positive P&L, or at least something over 0.04.
Dang, that's a rough week.
I mean, like still at that, like Kaizen, you hit 8 out of 10 correct, but just one of those that you swept was negative, 1 or 2, and then just they'd add up a little bit.
I mean, that's the market we're in, and really like a week is so long. You know what I mean? Like you definitely might have been able to catch your profit. And we've talked about this, but
Yeah, we keep all these trades open for an entire week. Like ideally, we would have probably sold during the week at some point if any of those were up, but gotta leave that. We opened the trade on Monday, we closed it on Monday. It is what it is.
it is what it is. So so the only project that was up week over week was Kitaro.
Yeah. Let me see.
Solid.
I
Shout
can
out
pull
to
up
Kitaro.
I'll pull up the ugly little Excel sheet here so we can actually get an in-depth dive on it.
Yeah, Kitaro. I mean, yeah, just like you were saying, Ty or Paper. I think both you guys, like, that's been a roller coaster. Probably all these projects were up and down and up and down, and I mean, it's finishing here at the finish line in a nice almost 0.3. That's solid.
Oof, Kodas killed me. Kaizen, are you still holding those Kitaros?
Man, I dumped most of them. I still have one. That's the way it goes. I mean, I'm up. I made over an ETH on all those trades, but it's just so hard to time the top, man.
Yep. Totally agree.
So we got a new graphic up top. We're gonna keep track of the wins. So right now, Ty and I are both tied with 2 wins, and then Kaizen, you're killing us right now. You've tripled us up on wins on Sweep or Sell.
Dang, man. It's good to see, but like I said, man, I wish my real portfolio was showing some W's, but I got a few in the last few weeks, but man, it's a hard game. Just like these last week results show, man, like it's kind of a lose-lose some weeks.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look pretty just from looking at the results on some weeks. But I'm hoping that since we got a week where pretty much everything was down, hopefully we see some rebounds this week.
Yeah, for sure. And man, I just wanted one little trading thing that I think we're all trying to like modify our trading systems and stuff. And man, that genuine undead, that one was it pumped for a little while, and I know we're going to talk about it, but I know several of our ATX Degen buddies like were kind of heavy in that, and they sold it all off as it went up and then went down. Just a typical kind of free mint play, right? You're just trying to cash in while you can and get out quick. And it got a little rebirth. And so I saw that, and that's the only reason why I'm holding one Kitaro. Like I kind of started to feel like that one had its moment and was faded. And I held on to one, man. So I'm kind of happy. At least I have that. And that was just from watching this price action from the Undead.
Yeah, definitely. GU's
like
going
that.
crazy.
It's crazy, man. Almost, it's getting up to an ETH. That's nuts.
Right.
Have you been using that strategy on any other collections, or is Kitaro World the first that you're doing this on?
Man, I've done that same play minus holding, like ever since the free mint meta has been out. Like I've been dipping my toes and stuff. Once they start to get volume, I'm buying a little bag and then just trying to dump them as soon as it makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I haven't really been trying to hold on to one. Like I've just been playing hot potato, just dump it when you can.
Yeah, I think that's the smart way to go about it. But a lot of these things is so much easier said than done. So like, I don't even know if I feel comfortable doing that stuff at all. Like I've been making, whenever I do make plays on some of the stuff that we look at, it's usually an L. I gotta admit, like the deep objects thing from last week, I was like, all right, it's 0.085. I'll take a risk on it. But yeah, that's at 0.03 right now. So small loss, but you can't hit them all.
No.
All right. So let's get this thing kicked off. We got collection number 10 for the day, which is going to be YOLO Fantasy. I hadn't heard this before at all. I mean, you can see the art right here. We got women. It's artistic. I don't know if this is like, I mean, I really don't know what it is. Have y'all heard anything on this project?
No, not really. It just came across my radar like this morning. I'm pretty sure is when I started looking into it just because it was on the top 10. Maybe yesterday. Can't really remember.
So it looks like it's a female-centric project. YOLO Holidays, a large-scale series of art projects initiated by International Artists Fund which aims to promote creation and display of female artists and care for women.
Well, I wonder what the mint price was for this.
I believe it's a free mint.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I thought it said that right here, but it just said public mint. So we can probably find out somewhere on the website.
Yeah, okay, I found it. 0.005, so that's a pretty big pump to get them up here.
Yeah, you said 0.005.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like, that feels free almost.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm pretty sure you're paying more for gas fees on that transaction than the actual mint price.
Yeah, and that's the way a lot of these like Degen plays have been lately, is super low mint price. And that's when I've been kind of flagging them. I'll see it come through Degen bets and say, okay, it was a free mint. It's up to 0.08. Like, that might be a pretty good entry point if this thing has legs. Yeah, I don't know. This one, I don't really love the art, to be honest. But yeah, props to everybody that minted this. It's a nice turnaround.
Yeah, right. Website is clean.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on the art. Not a huge fan here either. I think what they're doing seems like it's for a pretty good cause. But obviously they're not marketing this to any of us. So yeah, like for me, I usually don't make actual plays on these women-based projects just because I just feel like it's out of my wheelhouse. I don't know what to do, so I stay out of it. So I'll get us kicked off here for the sweep or sell in that case, and I'm gonna sell this at 0.145 just because I wouldn't feel comfortable being in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about it. Something just doesn't. Yeah, like with a name like YOLO Fantasy, I'm selling that.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't really line up with everything else that the project seems like it's about.
Totally agree. Yeah, it's an odd name for what it is, and don't vibe with the art. If it was a Degen play, man, I would have done it at 0.005 if I would have known about it, probably.
Facts.
But no, not at this price. I'm gonna sell.
It's like we got sells across the board for
Like,
YOLO Fantasy.
It's got Wash Project vibes. I don't know why, man. It just does.
At first, I thought it looked like AI art, so I was kind of surprised to see that it wasn't. But for collection number 9, we're moving things right along here. We got Kitaro World. Kaizen, I will let you start us off with this one because you're a bag holder right now. What are you thinking about how it is right now, where everything's going?
Man, it's just been really crazy to watch this from the get-go. I got in pretty early on it. I think it was 0.05 or maybe a little bit lower. I think it was 0.05. And just to watch this in the last 2 weeks just go up and down and up and down, it's like I haven't really watched a small project that closely. So I'm really, I guess, kind of emotionally invested in this price action. And if I had to call it, I will say it'll dip down again. But I can see this making another run. Like I thought it was going to die out a couple times already. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it. But this is like a coin toss. Like I wouldn't be shocked if it was even double next time that we talk.
Ty, what you thinking?
Okay, I have an update and an alert. I aped into Kitaro this morning.
Okay.
Yep, had to do it. Just for the fact that everything Kaizen said, right? Like I just think it's a little bit more of a coin flip. I think, yeah, it stayed on the radar a little bit, couple sweeps over the weekend, like some of the low key sweeps, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think this is one that it's got a chance to get back to where it was at whenever it's peaked at 0.7 and maybe take off a little bit.
So what price did you get in that, if you don't mind me asking?
I bought for 0.3, 0.29,
Okay.
I think, 0.295.
Cool. So I assume you're going to be sweeping this collection.
I'm gonna sweep. Yeah, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is.
Love it. I absolutely love that. Every time I go to this website, it makes me want to own it. Just because
I know. I'm
it's such a
so
vibe.
bullish on it. after you just going on the website here, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I made the right decision.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it's easy to get like swayed. For me personally speaking, it's easy for me to get swayed just like looking at the art on some of this stuff. Like I know I got burnt on some Japanese projects not even that long ago, just because of the website looked really nice. So despite what it looks really cool, but I think I'm gonna have to sell this week on Kitaro World. I just don't know too much about it, and like from what I do know about it, if I was gonna invest on it just based on or just try to trade one based on what it is and what kind of benefits you get from being in there, I wouldn't want to buy it. So I'm gonna sell this week.
I can dig it.
But Ty, I like the move, man. There's not a whole lot else in that 0.3 range that I see having a lot of upside. So I hope it plays out, man, for both of us.
Yeah. No, me too. Me too.
I agree, and I hope it goes well for y'all. And I'm sad that I'm now looking out, or I'm on the outside looking in. So I'm hoping for the best for y'all's bags.
I mean, go Kaizen, go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say in 6 months, Ty and I are gonna have our Kitaro PFPs, and floor's gonna be at like 30, and you're gonna be like, just wishing you got in.
It probably will happen, knowing my trading record as of recent. Not too hot.
What were you gonna say, Ty?
No, I was just gonna say it was only 0.15 a few days ago, so it's already spiked just a little bit. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if this goes either way over the next week before it goes to 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I sold most of my bag in like that point between 0.15 and 0.2. I got a couple of decent sales, but yeah, man, you never know. It's every day it's up and down.
Yeah, I mean that's a solid come up. You can't go wrong with a 3x.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I need to look at it.
Mm-hmm. And it's super volatile, so I think that's also a positive in the current market conditions.
But they have
at least with the game that we play.
Yeah, exactly, and they have a strong Twitter game too. Like and maybe you've noticed that, Ty. Like there's a lot of people that are, rocking the PFP, and just it seems like they're on point for the content that they're putting out too.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like they got a strong community outreach on Twitter. Kitaro World's going ham.
So who's like the big champion of Kitaro, like pushing them on Twitter, in case anybody out in the audience is interested in keeping up with this?
Man, I'm trying to find this guy's name. There is one guy, I think he might be an ape or used to be an ape. But he's the guy that's all day just popping up. Oh, God. I might have to circle back with you guys, but I do have one good guy that I think is a good Kitaro follow.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you're talking about, Kaizen, but Crypto Boomer is on my timeline repping him pretty hard. And he's a shout out to CB. He's a punk holder and an ape holder. So
smart money.
Hell
yeah. All right. Moving away from Kitaro World and on to our next rug of the day, we have down market ducks. I mean, just first impressions is not looking too good, in my opinion. I don't personally vibe with the art. I don't know too much about it. It says down market ducks are more than just ducks. It shows the balance of up and down cycles. Birds of a feather flock together. As a community, we will always be prepared to fly together in down times. Have either of y'all looked into this collection at all? And if not, then what are your first opinions?
I saw it pop up in one of the alpha chats yesterday, I think, last night. And so probably I missed a nice entry, 0.033. I'm assuming another free mint. I'm going to do a little exploring here on my own here. Mint price. 1 free. Yeah.
375.
Another crazy low mint.
Is that the new meta? Just like a 00 something mint?
I think we're seeing a lot of that now. Like it's kind of the new free mint is almost free mint.
Yeah,
To
right.
me, yeah, it seems kind of low effort.
It's
Just
hella
like in
low.
the FAQ, it only has 3 questions. Doesn't give any background on the team. It just says we're a team of 4 ducks. Art looks like Solana project art to me.
Dang,
But
dang! I think you nailed that, but that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what these like barrel ducks are right here, but like for a project called Downward Ducks, like they nailed this fucking aesthetic for sure right here. You know, it's just that's down bad.
yeah. I mean, I love the website art, but yeah, it just misses here for me. Just personal opinions on it, though. I don't know anything besides what we just looked at, and for that reason, I'm gonna sell these because I would not buy them in real life, even though they are 0.03 ETH.
Yeah, I'm selling too. This is an easy
Yeah,
pass for me.
that's unanimous. I think they had their little pump. They peaked at maybe 0.05, 0.06. Could have got your bag. Shout out to the Ducks. You know, not hating on the Ducks. Not my
Yeah, I
thing.
mean the people that minted it at least 10x if they held till now. So
Yeah, and that's a nice win. But you got to go in heavy, and that's a lot of manual work to list, 1 ETH worth of ducks to really make that worth your time.
yeah, I'm just now seeing this analytics page on OpenSea for the first time. I have not used this yet. This is all new to me. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Have you guys been using this or looked at it at all?
No, I heard it was coming, but this is the first time I've seen it.
So it looks like now you can see owner distribution. You can see the top owners and like immediately go straight to their wallet. Price distribution based on where they're listed at. Past sales. A lot of this looks very similar to Gym. So I wonder if this is coming from OpenSea's acquisition of Gym. They're just kind of like maybe using data feeds from there. Really like it though. Shout out to OpenSea for that. Making it more convenient
Yeah,
for
that looks
all of
nice.
us. All right, we got a fun one for number 7. We haven't seen them in a while, but we are back on ENS Vision, looking at the 999 club. Unless y'all want to do a 10K club or one of the other ones.
I like 999, man. That's the premium ENS collection, in my opinion. 31.9, huh?
It has been a very steady 30 plus floor. Like even if we look back at least a month ago, nothing really has changed since then.
Can you click on the activity tab just to see where these right there, what the last few have sold at? 44, 45. Damn. I know there's
This one can't be right, can it? 14.5.
Desperation.
Whoa.
Paper hands.
It just doesn't look like there has been that many sales lately. Unless I'm just completely reading this wrong, but it says that was on September 9th. So I don't know. I find it kind of hard to believe that there's been no sales in the past month on these, but if there is only 1,000, so I guess it could be possible.
Yeah, I mean, this right here is saying there was one 7 hours ago. So that little chart seems like something's not right.
Yeah, I agree. We'll defer to down here for that. So, been a sale in the past 7 hours, 44 ETH, 45, and then anywhere from 28 to 40s seems like the norm.
And it's at 32, huh? I'm going to jump in and buy this one. I think we've seen this get up in that 40 range. I think, now that it's back in this top 10, that's going to get it back on people's radars. And I think we'll see a little pump on this.
I'm in agreement with you.
It's a tough call.
I think just looking at the past sales, we've had plenty over 32. There's only 2 that I can see that were under 32 from the past few weeks. And if we go even further back, like there's not that many people that sell under 32, even just from a whole month ago. So I'm gonna sweep these as well. What about you, Ty?
You guys are probably right. So yeah, I'm gonna sweep.
Yeah, I mean, I've learned my lesson fading the 999 club before, so definitely cannot let that happen again.
And like it might go down, but I mean, it wouldn't go down much. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, like I don't think there's that many people that own one of these that are actively looking to get out of the position.
Right.
Otherwise, they probably would have in the past month or two. But we haven't seen those super low offers get accepted, with the exception of like that one for 25 ETH. So, yeah, feel pretty confident about that. So moving on to collection number 6, we got the good old Mutant Ape Yacht Club. This was down from last week. It started at 15.6 last week. This week, we're at 14.6. And yet we're like 2 weeks away from ape staking, as long as that still goes through on time. Has there been any updates on that?
Okay.
Ooh, maybe there's the drama. Kaizen, go, man.
Yeah, I saw something. I can't remember which organization it was. Maybe it's the AIP thing that somebody put. There's a proposal to delay the staking thing by 2 to 4 weeks, and I saw something on Twitter last night. People were like, "Look, if there's no problem, then why are we even proposing this?" And blah blah blah. So, man, when there's smoke, there's fire. Sometimes we've been talking about this internally between the three of us. I'm really going to be surprised if staking actually starts on the 31st.
Facts. Yeah,
I agree. Just like the wording that some of these tweets have had, that when they've been talking about it, doesn't seem like it seems like the people at Horizon might know more about it than, the average person. But obviously they're not saying that. So I'm just reading between the lines in some of their tweets. But it doesn't seem like, I mean, it seems like there's a good chance that it doesn't happen on the date that staking's supposed to happen. So, yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying, Kaizen. Is that going to go into y'all's decision whether you sweep or sell this week?
Well, I've got one other thing to add about it is, of course,
Okay.
yeah, we had the big FUD about the SEC in the last week, right? Like, I think without that, we would definitely see a higher floor than what we have. We saw a good sell-off because of that. And so that's just something else to keep in mind as we're making that decision. But so I think we're kind of pulling back up after the FUD, but then we might be heading right into another round of FUD regarding staking, because I think the staking price is baked in right now. And if it doesn't happen when and how people think it should, that floor price is going to suffer. So this is another coin flip, man. I'm really struggling to decide which way to go on this one.
Mm-hmm. I'm just switched over to the recently sold tab. There's some pretty decent looking apes. Like, we got a M1 red merch here, sold for 15.89, an ETH above floor price. DMT, an ETH above floor price. A lot are selling above 14.6.
Yeah, there's been some cool sales.
Yeah, that gold grill is nice with the merch. And
I'll get us kicked off on this one. I swept these last week. I took that accounted towards 1 ETH of my losses, but I'm gonna sweep them again. If I had the ETH for it, I would want to stack a mutant, even if we do get the FUD and it does get pushed back a few weeks. To me, and it's just a few weeks, it doesn't make a huge difference in my eyes. So I would want to capitalize on this 14.6, and I'm sweeping it.
Damn, dude, I'm going to take the risky move and I'm going to sell it. Again, it's a coin flip for me, but I think the floors maybe bounce back in full ETH already. And I think it's going to be in this same range, but I'm going to just guess slightly lower.
Solid.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this all, Ty?
Man, it's a tough call. It could, I mean, it could definitely go either way. Like bunch of good points. But I'm gonna sell. I think there's gonna just be a little bit more fun that comes out this week, pending the ape staking and the proposal and everything. And like people don't even know about that yet. It seems like so. I don't know. I could see it going down a little bit.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be an interesting one to watch over this next week. And speaking of interesting to watch, we got Azuki's at number 5. I feel like collectively we all hate Azuki. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't. Kaizen was like, "Yeah, I fucking hate Azuki." No, dude, I definitely don't hate Azuki. I think Zagabond has made like more than one questionable decision, but I can't knock the community for their project and for the dope ass art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like the reason I bring that up is because Azuki has been doing well, and I've been seeing people that I respect in the space giving props to Zagabond and the Azuki community for just how strong they've been and some of the stuff that they're working on and coming out with. So I think, me personally, I need to jump into everything Azuki and just kind of reset and see what all is happening now. I'm trying to switch my bias because sometimes I go too hard on these projects, but it does seem like there's a lot of legitimate good stuff that they're building over there.
Yeah, and when I said I hated it, I mean that's 100% tied towards Zagabond, and yeah, you guys both made great points about the community and just I do still really like the art, but just when I'm making my investments, man, I'm trying to weigh like the risk, right? And when you have a founder with that track record, man, there's just a lot of other projects that don't have that big negative mark on them that I'd rather put my money into. But I don't have any ill will towards Azuki, and man, I hope everybody's bags pumped. But if it doesn't turn out well, man, I will not be surprised.
Totally agree. Yeah, I feel the exact same way as you. Like, yeah. And I'm learning to love the art too. But Ty, I want you to start out on this one, just because I don't want to go first.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, really quick, I think the other thing about Azuki is like if you didn't sell yet, probably not going to sell. You know what I mean? Like they had some major drama because of Zagabond, and if the community is like this diehard and that strong, it already got down to wherever and back up to 13. So, it's getting other apes like Paper, willing to check out the project and maybe give it a second glance, which is cool. I think they're on a little pullback right now too. So I could definitely see them going up a little bit. I just don't know if they're gonna do it in the next week, but I'll take a chance on them. I'll sweep them. Fuck it.
I like it. And to echo what you just said, like I do think like I'm probably not the only one who's looking to shift my opinion on this. Like I like to think I'm a rational person. So I think some of the people that are seeing how Zagabond hasn't rugged this project and that they actually do seem like they're building stuff is a good reason why people would look at buying one of these in the, I'm not going to say it's going to happen this week, but just over the next few months and maybe when stuff gets turned around a little bit, people would be more open to it than they were months ago. Yeah, but for me, I'm going to sell just because I haven't done enough research on this project yet to know exactly what is being built. Because to me, that's where I like to trade into the news on a lot of this NFT stuff. And I'm just too out of the loop with Azuki to take a risk on it.
Yeah, and I'm on their Twitter right now. I see that they're doing the physical back token, an open source token standard, tying a physical item to a digital token on the blockchain. is all this pump related to that, or was there something else? Like this pump?
I'm not too sure. I know that they've like continued like delivering on the roadmap and the story and unlocking new parts of the website. I think one of the pumps was maybe funding announcement as well. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely need to do more research. Like I'm not an Azuki maxi by any means. I fuck with them though.
Speaking of funding, didn't a big VC firm fund Azuki or like fund that? I forgot how it all worked, but I swear I remember seeing like A16Z or somebody that helped fund this, or maybe it was somebody at Coinbase.
I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not sure.
I'll have to look on that for some personal research. Kai, we got me selling, Ty sweeping. How are you feeling about this one?
I'm gonna sell it. I think that with this if it is tied to this announcement, we're kind of getting that peak already, and probably a little pullback. So I'm gonna sell it.
Cool. All right, so collection number 4. Y'all like that we're going down from 10 to 1 now? Because I feel like I just wanted to switch it up, try something new.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, cool. I figured it might all like build up to what most people are focused on. At least that's the goal. So we'll see how this goes. But anyway, we got the other deeds. We got Kodas at number 4.
I think are they down? Yeah, dang, 12 ETH.
I will say, just
12 piece.
I looked at the prices when I was calculating our results from last week an hour ago, and the Koda were at, let's see, 11.95. So I think there was a sale within the past hour. So maybe this could be where people are buying at.
Dang, man, that's painful. Like I've got my Koda, and I'm just, dang, that hurts. I didn't know it was that low.
Yeah, look at this. These are the recently sold ones. There's a 10.89, 9.86, 9.8, 9.8, 9.8. I mean, I don't know if that was somebody got hacked and maybe was just accepting a bunch of WETH offers, but that's way under what they probably could sell it for.
I think that's the FUD. That's the ApeCoin FUD. That's the SEC FUD. That's the Ape DAO pushing the staking back FUD. And people are peeling right now.
What's crazy to me is that Kodas and Azukis are almost the same price. And that should not be the case whatsoever.
Dang. Yeah, I'm still processing that. I had no idea.
Low key, I've been wanting to buy more Kodas just because to me they seem a decent value.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
been holding around here
12,
for a while.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. We've talked about that a lot. Is like that's when you buy, right? Like when it feels like this is when, if you want a Koda, man, you start dropping those 10 ETH offers, and you might get one that slips through. Like that's when we should all be buying, instead of what we always typically do is FOMO when the price move already happened. Yeah, you buy the things that are sleeping. That's a smart move.
Mm-hmm. And I think we also know that the other side they're releasing all these different trailers leading up to the other side launch. So we know that there's another trailer coming in Q4. And still, I know it's not like a week-to-week thing, but within the next couple months, we're going to have some trailer get released it's probably going to bring a nice pump to the Kodas based on what the past trailers have done. So I think that's a perfect way to try to play this thing, where that you can try to buy low and then just wait for that trailer to come out and just sell into that news.
Yep.
Smart play, yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I would be doing if I had the dry powder for it. I don't. I'm bag holding my one Koda, but I'm sweeping at 12. I would do it if I had the money, but I don't. Hopefully that changes here soon.
I think 12 is a good price.
Is Ty Sweeps coming back for this one?
No, I mean, I just can't with all the FUD going on right now. Like if I'm selling mutants, I gotta sell Kodas too. Sorry guys. Sorry
Yeah,
Kaizen.
I just don't see why the FUD has anything to do with Kodas specifically. You know, because like that, I feel like that all the FUDs around ApeCoin, which would be more around, have to do with staking.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's all the ecosystem now, you know what I mean? So if mutants are going down, if apes are going down, if ApeCoin's going down, deeds and Kodas are going down too.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that's what's gonna happen, it's just kind of what I think.
Yeah, no, like I love the different perspectives on it because I mean nobody knows what's gonna happen, so that's why I think these discussions are so important. Kaizen, how are you feeling about these at 12?
Okay, I finally have I made my decision here. So I think, man, I do agree with Ty that all the FUD is interrelated in this ecosystem. But I think it's just gone a little bit far with this 12 ETH. Like I we saw mutants and Kodas kind of neck and neck, like they were price movement along with each other. They kind of kept the same floor. It feels like I haven't been watching really closely, but almost since they dropped. Like, and as the Koda price fell, it was along like with mutants, and I think they just pulled back maybe a little bit too far. And so I'm gonna buy it, just thinking that we need to get these. Maybe it's off by an ETH or so. Like, yeah, we can see just a few cells, man, and we're getting really close to that floor for mutants.
I think that's a really good point to bring. I didn't even think about that, but it's almost been a 1-to-1 mutant to Coda ratio, and the apes are 2.6 ETH higher than the Coda floor. So I think that's also a good thing to keep an eye on.
And yeah, same with me. I have no powder for this. My only thing that I really would feel comfortable selling right now that is kind of liquid is my Coda, ironically. So I mean, I have no way to make a shot to try and get one at 10. But I think that would be a pretty pro move if anybody has that liquidity. Wait, go back up. What's the highest collection offer?
Highest collection offer on a, I don't know. Can we see that like filter by Coda only?
Yeah, click in there. You should be able to.
Click in where?
Yeah, make collection offer. No, I guess that's not where you see it, but that's where you can program it.
A best offer 10.51 on the Coda.
Yeah, so you could sneak in with maybe 10.75 and just see if that hits. And that's how I got my QQL this past week, was just watching that highest bid and just going a little bit over that. And I got one at 16 when the floor was like 17.5. I mean, I think the floor's pulled back more, but man, I love that new feature on OpenSea, because I didn't like using it on Looks Rare because that's where a lot of the stolen assets were.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to use that and just pay a premium for some stolen piece. But now that OpenSea has it, man, I'm using that and I love that feature.
Some pretty solid alpha right there. All right. Collection numero 3. We were talking about it a little bit earlier and going to dive into it a little bit more. Genuine Undead. I remember I wrote these things off at like 0.03 ETH. Just talking shit on the pixel art. So clearly I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to Genuine Undead. Have you guys been following it more closely?
Man, not really. But they have been making their appearance on the top 10 like kind of consistently. So it just seems to me at this point that their holders are holding, you know what I mean? Like the community is strong. I'm sure there's flippers, like, you need them to get the price to go up, but you need people who hold. And if they peaked at 0.93 over the weekend and are still holding strong like this, I could see them going up. I mean, it's also like what else is popping in the market right now, and like it's still kind of quiet, so it's a good chance for like these revival projects. I'll sweep them.
All right, we'll mark you down for that sweep. It's kind of throwing me off. I figured there was going to be more on the website, but this is all there is. I don't know. I'm just so out of touch with this like super Degen community. And yeah, for me, I didn't buy these at 0.03. I'm not going to buy them at 0.81. So I got to sell.
Yeah, probably the smart move.
Man, just another one that I slept on too. This was definitely an early play in the one of the alpha groups. I think Degen Bets, that's one of them, right? That I think we're all in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know Roberto had a big bag and he was rocking this as a PFP. I think he sold his off. So you know, that sucks, man. I'm sure that he's kind of frustrated on that. But damn, I feel like this is almost like a meme thing, just kind of based on the quality of the art. So I'm gonna say that this is probably local top, and I'm gonna sell it. But this is what I regret not buying because I actually like it. Like it seems so low effort, but I do like pixel art, and so this is one of the few, man, that I just didn't. I liked it and didn't do it, and so now it's kind of since this one's popped, I'm just following my instincts a little bit more, and if I like it, I do it.
totally.
Yep.
The interesting thing, I mean, like 3 minutes ago, this one sold for 1.4. And there's a few sales
Which one?
as
Scroll
of
back
recent.
up.
This one
That
right
one?
here, number 550.
So
Whoever
double
Proto
the
9999 is bought this.
What's the rare thing? Is it just because is there a rare trait?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you really wanted the black suit genuine undead.
Yeah, click
that's
on the
what
black
you're-
suit. I bet that the floor for that's pretty high. Yeah, so that might have been a good pickup. You can arbitrage that.
So there's one that sold for 1.4. I saw another high sale. All right, so we got a 1.2 right here. Really diving into the traits. This has a lower than 1% trait. That was kind of where the black suit was. The green shades.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's people out there that are actually trait hunting for this. I'm not sure what to read into like on that.
But Paper, that's for. I know Ty and I have been playing this kind of smaller game more than you, but that's par for the course, man. Like there's always going to be some traits that are more desired, and that's part of the addiction of this game for me. Is I love trying to decipher what that is, and I've been way less aggressive with that. But man, in the past, like I would see a few high sales go through of certain traits, and I would try and find the next one, man, and yeah, that's just going to always be common. And the tie with the suit, of course, is with the apes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a really, really rare desired trade. And man, you just can't go wrong with gold fur. If there's a gold trait in any collection, that's going to hold a high floor price.
Facts.
I agree. Yeah. So wait, Kaizen, I forgot to put you down. Are you sweeping or selling this?
I'm going to sell.
Okay.
Man, the more that we look at these, the more I like them. But it's such a high price right now. I think it'll pull back some.
Totally. All right. So collection number 2 for the day. This is an exciting one. Kaizen, you're a holder of a CryptoPunk. So, I mean, props to you for that because these things are still holding up real strong. 65 floor price, 9 sales today. How are you feeling about this?
I am sweeping the punks, and I'm trying to make a move to get a punk right now. So I'm looking at. I've been watching the floor really closely. Yes, and so man, I've been watching the floor this morning, like groaning because I like a lot of the ones. I was going to try and make moves for some of those, and they're going. So yeah, man, I'm going to sweep them. They've held value. I think they're one of the very few blue chips in our space. And that's the alpha, man. Like if you have an opportunity to get a punk, I think if you're really a long-term holder, you're going to regret not doing that when the prices were low like this.
Dope.
But we did see a pullback, man. I think they got close to the 40s just a couple months ago. So I mean, if I do get one now, I might be overpaying. but at the same time, man, just coin flip. I could see it. I could see them just exploding, and then I would not be able to afford it. So
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to look at the holder list right here to see how the whole distribution was, but I feel like there's not that many people that can flip a CryptoPunk and then still stay in the community, and I think that makes a big difference, especially on these blue chip communities. So yeah, I'm gonna copy you on this one just straight up. I think you're my alpha for the CryptoPunk community. So if you would sweep, then I'm sweeping on it.
and man, really my perspective is long term, just because that's how I'm trading right now, the punks. But yeah, man, I do think just based on the floor action today, they're gonna keep moving.
Yeah, I'm not going to fade that. So I'm going to sweep as well. And we'll just go unanimous across the board.
Love it, love it. And before we switch off CryptoPunks, do you know if there's like any reason why all the sales happened today? Like, was there any kind of news or anything?
I haven't heard anything at all. And I think the floor's been creeping back. And I know one of the guys accepted a bid for like 63.5. So, I mean, it wasn't like, when people are accepting offers below the floor, I mean, that's not necessarily a sign that there's some kind of alpha. But I just think they're low, man. And just they've held value, and some people are trying to move into that.
Totally. All right, guys, we are on the last collection of the day. Number 1 in volume for today on OpenSea. We have the Nyolings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they are. They are verified on OpenSea. 0.14 floor price. It says Nyolings is a collection of 7777 cute and lovable characters exploring the world on the Ethereum blockchain. Are these still minting? Hold on.
No, definitely not.
Okay,
Definitely
I was
not.
about to. My Degen senses were tickling right there.
No, Pape, I think these were a free mint, fam, or maybe one of these buy one get one joints. But this was also a Degen Bets early alpha call. Shout out to the squad.
Hell yeah, I saw it too.
Right, 0.03, 0.04. Then they were just like 0.07, 0.06 yesterday, and I woke up this morning and they were like 0.16, flying off the shelf, dude. There you go, 2 free per wallet.
Damn.
Yep. Look,
Wow.
There's wins to be had in the bear market, and you know who's fading them? The 3 of us. So,
right.
the sweeper sell is nice, but I'm selling these just because I think the pump already happened for the most part. It could totally go either way though. These cute little 3D things, never fade those type of projects.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm torn just because I'd never even heard of this before. And then knowing that the Degen Bets crowd hit them, I feel like they hit at least one project that does well every couple weeks. Like if we look back on it, I think they were early in Kitaro, early in Ranga possibly, and some of these other like smaller collections that I just forget the names of. And I'm hoping that this isn't one of those, but yeah, I don't know. I'm very coin flip on this. How do you feel, Kaizen?
Yeah, it's tough to say. Like it feels like it's still maybe ramping up, but again, like Ty said at the beginning, man, a week is a long time. Gosh, like that, yeah, that's a whole life cycle for some of these free mints. So I'm gonna sell it. They're cute, and I understand why they're catching people's eyes. It is the no mouth thing is very weird, but yeah, I just don't see it. Like it might shoot, man. They might triple from where they are between now and a week, but when we come back, man, I think they'll be under this for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to give myself a reason to sweep this and just go against y'all, but I mean personally, I wouldn't buy this at point. I mean now it's up at 0.155, so it's already up 0.015 since we started talking about it. I don't know. I really agree with you, Kaizen, on like, yes, it's probably gonna have a decent pump, but by the time we get back to next Monday, it'll probably be right around where it is today. So I
Yeah.
guess just with that in mind, I'm gonna have to play this how I'm playing it in real life and not buy it. So I'm selling.
Yeah,
Selling
and
at 0.155.
I think that's good. And I think one good question to ask yourself, like, I just don't see people using this as a PFP for some reason. Like, whereas the genuine undead, like, I would use that, like in the right scenario. Like, I like some of those and would vibe with that, but I wouldn't do this one.
This one literally looks like it's got shit on its hair.
What's the trait? It's not really shit, is it?
Light brown curly.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends how you look at it. But that's all we got for sweep or sell today. I mean that was a pretty solid round. I think we did a lot of different projects, and I feel like we got to talk about some of the blue chips that haven't been in the top 10 for a little bit, like Azuki. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to do some research and really look into some of these projects. Like, I think that's gonna be on my radar for this week.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Azuki was kind of out of the blue, in my opinion, and no apes, which is another big surprise.
Yeah,
right.
I guess we're just not getting enough ape sales or something, or at least today. But yeah, hopefully the mutants can hold it down for us. We need to start thinking about punishments because I don't want to keep getting last place, but if I do, I should have to pay for it somehow. So normally, I think we'll probably try to think of something for next week, and yeah, hopefully it ain't too bad. But do y'all have any closing thoughts before I sign us out?
No, just a reminder: pay your taxes, everybody. You don't want the blockchain's all public, and yeah, just be sure to pay your taxes, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah. Ty, you got anything for us?
Happy Monday, everybody. Enjoy the week. Hope your bags pump, and tune in to the rest of the shows coming up.
Absolutely. I appreciate you joining me, fellas. For all you guys that joined in also watching live, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We stream this every Monday at noon Central on Twitch and YouTube. Be sure to tune in next week to see how we did, and hopefully one of us, we have a punishment ready that's entertaining for y'all. If you want to join our community, visit apewell.com. I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll see you next time.